DuPont employees pled guilty today to criminal negligence in connection with a deadly accident in LaPorte that left 4 people dead. KPRC2 investigator Joel Eisenbaum live in the newsroom now with those new developments. And Joel, it has been close to 90 years now since this happened.
Danielle, I remember covering this story when it happened, and it was a while back, November 15th, 2014. That was the day 24,000 pounds of deadly methyl mercaptan was released. It's a gas. It happened inside DuPont's LaPorte chemical manufacturing facility. Now, 4 employees died during this while responding to that emergency. It all started when an employee accidentally left a piping valve open, leading to a cascading series of events the government says was preventable. Today we learned the company and a guy by the name of Kenneth Sandel, a unit operations leader at the time, pleaded guilty and were sentenced for criminal negligence. Court records show DuPont and its employees ignored a federally mandated safety procedure. Prosecutors say Sandel should have known the danger was there. As for the punishment now, DuPont will pay a $12 million penalty and will serve 2 years of probation. That's essentially monitoring. The company also agreed to make a $4 million community service payment to the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation. That money, we're told by the government, will stay local, helping Galveston Bay. Kenneth Sandel, the operations leader, will serve 1 year of probation. As part of the pleas, DuPont and Sandel admitted to violating the Federal Clean Air Act. We're live in the newsroom. Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC 2 News.
This is DuPont Gas Booster. It can help a dirty car engine run better, idle better, accelerate better, perform better. Because using Gas Booster regularly helps keep your whole fuel system clean as you drive. Pick up a can of DuPont Gas Booster and pour better performance into your tank.
This film is so tough that it takes 25,000 pounds per square inch of force to pull apart a sheet of the film only 1/1000th of an inch thick. This same thin sheet can hold molten lead without any signs of deterioration. It has no melting point and even extinguishes itself when ignited. On the Apollo 9 mission, the new film called Kapton Polyimide film will be flying both inside and outside the lunar and command modules. The film will be in the astronaut suits made by ILC Industries. The material, coated with aluminum, will help insulate America's astronauts against the extreme heat and cold when they leave the vehicle for a spacewalk, and later this year for a lunar landing. On the outside, the lunar module, built by Grumman, is covered with layers of super insulation for protection against the intense heat of the sun in outer space. Most of this material is aluminized Kapton. In another application, the new film will provide electrical insulation for 14 miles of wiring inside the lunar module. When the Apollo 9 is launched into Earth orbit by the mighty Saturn V, it will be the start of America's most complex mission in space history.
Better things for better living through chemistry for the finer world we want. Better things for better living through chemistry, that's the promise of DuPont. Every day that we are living is such a thrill that we can't stay nonchalant. Better things for better living are coming still, that's the promise of DuPont.
I was driving down a road, and to my right there was a rather deep pothole. Pow! I survived. That's a problem. You want to prevent potholes. DuPont's technology can make a road which will last longer. The chemistry that we use to modify asphalt is similar to the chemistry that we use to make other products. We can change the molecule so that it can be used in perfume bottles, roller skates, bowling pins. We can make golf balls that spin better. That changed the game of golf. It was my idea. I feel like I've accomplished something, I guess.
T+, the engine treatment with DuPont Teflon protects the heart and soul of your car. The engine without T+, your engine faces a daily grind of dry starts, stop-and-go driving, freezing winds and scorching. It's inhuman. But a T plus one time and your engine becomes a smooth running all-weather power machine protected for up to 50,000 miles. So, beat the daily grind and T plus. The T is for Teflon.
Shinier shine by far. What a wonderful way to shine your car.
Wipe it off. Wipe it off. DuPont number 7 auto polish cleans down deep. Removes stains, dulling road film, even weathered paint. In no time, you get a long-lasting, brilliant shine. It sparkles. It glistens.
Hey, that's a great-looking car you're driving. So for a shine on your car, for a shinier shine by far. What a wonderful way to shine your car.
Get DuPont number 7 auto polish where auto supplies are sold.
This could be a carpet's most damaging enemy, ordinary fruit punch. And it's about to put these two pieces of carpet to the test. One is new DuPont certified Stain Master carpet, the other a leading carpet with the best known stain guard. After cleaning with just one, the Stain Master advantage becomes obvious. Unbelievable? Prove it yourself at this display in carpet stores everywhere. Because until you've seen it, you've never seen anything like it. New Stain Master from DuPont Carpet Fibers.
To protect the lives of firefighters, DuPont developed a remarkable fire-resistant fiber for their clothing called Nomex. But perhaps even more remarkable is how it protects those who never even wear it. At DuPont, we make the things that make a difference.
Driving along Route 14 in downstate Delaware, through pleasant farming country. This section is famous for the fine chickens folks raise. And for something else, too. Have you ever wondered what happens when industry moves into a small farming community? Well, let's find out what happened in Freeport. And here we can find an authority on the town's history, the editor of its newspaper. Hello. Come in. I'm Ron Robbins. Welcome to Beacon. I've lived here all my life. Until the late 1930s, we were mostly a farming town. Population about 2,800. But we've had, and still have, excellent state highways and local roads, plus a complete freight and passenger rail service and splendid water facilities. And the area around Seafood could provide many good workers. The DuPont Company up in Wilmington took these things into consideration and decided to build a plant here. Frankly, we received the news with mixed feelings. We knew it would provide jobs and contribute to our economic growth and security, but we didn't know what it would do to us as individuals and to us as a community. Well, we know now, and here's what did happen. In 1939, DuPont completed its plant and began producing nylon. The new plant employed about 1,200 people, many of them from right around here. Young people found good jobs at home instead of having to look for them elsewhere. Attractive houses were built to provide comfortable homes for our new neighbors. We've got a new fire hall that one of the DuPont engineers helped us design. Our our school was expanded. New churches were built, and others were enlarged. The people of Cleveland have worked with DuPont to make our town busier and more prosperous. Are we happy with these changes? I'd say the answer is yes. Frankly, our town has gained a lot by the coming of the nylon plant. Economically, civically, and socially. In every way, our town is a bigger and better community. In all honesty, we are proud to have had a part in helping DuPont provide America with better things for better living through chemistry.
This has been another story in the Cavalcade of America, presented by the DuPont Company of Wilmington, Delaware, makers of better things for better living through chemistry.
Hello, I'm Bill Hamilton.
Did you know that a sparkling and transparent wrapping material around a bottle of perfume helped change the buying habits of the nation? 30 years ago, the president of a French chemical firm introduced a new packaging material to a DuPont representative. La cellophane, he called it. The DuPont Company saw great possibilities in this new packaging material, and in 1923, they purchased rights to manufacture it in America. A year later, the first DuPont-made cellophane appeared. Because of its price, its original uses were limited to luxury items like candy boxes and perfume. Consumers welcomed cellophane, and soon its uses were extended to cookies and other foods. But although the early cellophane improved the appearance of products and protected them against dust and dirt, it did not do much to keep things fresh. So DuPont chemists went to work to improve it. After almost 2,500 experiments, they developed a new kind that would really keep things fresh, a moisture-proof cellophane. This new type of cellophane opened up many new uses for baked goods and other food products. Cigar and cigarette manufacturers were also quick to see its advantages. The way it kept tobacco fresher and better. Research went on and on. As demand grew and the manufacturing process was improved, DuPont was able to cut production costs and to reduce prices. In 1924, it cost $2.65 a pound. 5 years later, it cost less than half that amount. And since then, additional price reductions have brought it far below its original cost. Today, in 4 DuPont plants, cellophane is made on giant machines like this. More than 50 different types of cellophane, each designed to solve some particular packaging problem. In addition to thousands of manufacturers who package their products in cellophane, there are more than 200 firms, most of them small, who print on cellophane to make it into bags, soothing tape, and convert it into many other useful forms. In less than 30 years, cellophane has become an important part of American life because it lets you see what you're buying and keeps food clean and fresh. Cellophane has made shopping easier and more pleasant and has earned its place among DuPont's better things for better living through chemistry.
That's Mommy's little sweetheart.
Now there's a Snake Master carpet that handles foot traffic like never before. Snake Master Extra Life. It stays beautiful longer. But wait, now during our Great Deals, Great Wheels sweepstakes, you could win a new Dodge Caravan. So hurry down to your profit store. Sorry, you have to be at least 18 to play. DuPont Stainmaster Sweepstakes.
Chemistry is the practice of magic. People think of Teflon, think of frying pan. Teflon is not one thing. Putting Teflon on a surface will stop bugs from crawling up trees. They'll fall right off the tree. Teflon is a chain loop. This is something I've come up with for bicycles. You know, only DuPont makes Teflon. And you can use it in satellites, on fabrics, or leather. When's the last time you heard about a leather raincoat? You can let your imagination run wild. It's not often that you get to make something new in this world.
Now, easy. No. No. No.
Hey, mister, my daddy and I have found an easier way to polish our car with Dupont number 7 auto polish.
Number 7 auto polish makes cars look new. Dirty, grimy cars are easy to do. Whether paint, dirt, and grime are lifted away, get Dupont number 7 auto polish today.
When weathered paint and traffic film make your car look old, rub on DuPont number 7 auto polish. It lifts away the grime. Wipe it off and your car looks showroom new. Number 7 auto polish is easy to use, ideal for any car, any kind of paint. It's from DuPont, the makers of auto polish who know car finishes best because they make finishes. You'll find DuPont number 7 products wherever auto supplies are sold.
Get DuPont number 7 auto polish today for a new car color brilliant.
Perfect eggs don't always start with the egg. They start with Silverstone. It's the most durable nonstick surface ever made by DuPont. And just to prove our point, we'll cook some eggs with these letters and still not hurt Silverstone's nonstick performance. See? So no matter what you're making, make sure you start with Silverstone. Silverstone spells durability.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Dinner time. Is my little precious hungry?
Nothing has more lives than a DuPont Stainmaster carpet. So for beauty that lasts, insist on the quality of Stainmaster.
Come on, I'm innocent, I tell you. I was fine.
Backed and warranted by DuPont.
One of the newest developments of chemical science to be made available commercially by the DuPont Company is N2, a long-known chemical discovered during the war to be a better rat poison. Now it is available in branded compounds for your use. N2 is so powerful that a few 10,000ths of an ounce will kill a rat. It is easy to use in a bait or as a tracking powder. While N2 is a special poison for the common rat and is not as dangerous as most rat poisons, it is a poison, and pets and animals should be kept away from it. Your local dealer probably sells a rat poison containing N2, one of the DuPont Company's better things for better living through chemistry. As a result of long continuing research in the field of commercial explosives, the DuPont Company today manufactures more than 200 different formulations of dynamite, as well as other explosives, blasting supplies, and accessories. DuPont research has also brought to light new and more efficient ways of using explosives, including a new and better way to fire them, the DuPont blasting timer. It is now known that in some types of blasting, better results are obtained when one big blast is divided into a number of little ones, fired with almost unbelievable accuracy, a few thousandths of a second apart. The new DuPont invention, the DuPont blasting timer, detonates blasts in just this way. It looks like a portable radio. Inside the box, cams so delicately machined that they operate with greater accuracy than a fine stopwatch, closed switches that fire the shots one after another. In developing natural resources such as coal and other minerals, blasting must occasionally be carried out near residential and business districts. Here, the timer is a service because it reduces the vibration of the ground. The DuPont timer also makes delay shooting even safer than before, providing an accurate means of firing the charges without using electric blasting caps in the drill holes, and lessening the danger that an unfired charge will remain in a hole and go off later by accident. In addition, tests indicate that the DuPont blasting timer will be of considerable aid in rock quarries, bringing down the rock in smaller pieces, which means greater efficiency and lowered costs. This new DuPont invention is another contribution to efficiency and safety from the DuPont Company, maker of better things for better living through chemistry.
Beautiful
beautiful cars are still part of the American dream. But keeping them perfectly beautiful isn't always easy. That's why DuPont developed a computerized system with 25,000 paint formulas to help body shops match your car's original color. So while DuPont paint makes new cars beautiful, DuPont technology makes them beautiful again. And again. DuPont. Better things for better living. Nothing much changes in Wakita, Oklahoma. Even when Conoco, DuPont's energy subsidiary, comes to explore for oil. Because we invented a remarkable way to search for oil. By gently shaking the ground and recording the sound waves that echo back. A method that lets us go about our business without interfering in anyone else's. So DuPont or not, nothing changes in Wakita. Well, almost nothing. DuPont. Better things for better living.
Over 1 billion people can't do one simple thing. This. Because that's how many people don't have enough clean drinking water. So DuPont decided to do something about it. The result? A remarkable technology that makes it possible for water treatment systems to actually make drinking water out of ordinary seawater. You see, sometimes the answer to a problem is all around you. DuPont. Better things for better living.
You and DuPont.
What does a chemical company have to do with us?
That's your drinking water over there.
It is?
But before you drink it, DuPont helps purify it with a chemical.
What chemical?
A chemical called ferric chloride, made by DuPont.
Is the chemical still in it?
No.
Then where did it go?
Here's how it works. When water has polluting particles like these, ferric chloride is added. It gathers these pollutants together and most of them settle to the bottom. Then they are easily removed from the water.
So the water we drink is free from both ferric chloride and these pollutants?
That's right. Several cities are now using DuPont's ferric chloride for treatment of their drinking water.
Well, that ferric chloride's a pretty useful chemical.
We think so.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Me too.
You and DuPont. There's a lot of good chemistry between us.
Don't make a meal without that feel. DuPont, DuPont, DuPont. May not be real without that feel. DuPont, DuPont, DuPont. There are 3 brands you can depend on, no matter what you spend on. Don't get stuck. There ain't no deal without that no big deal. Here's what you want. DuPont, DuPont, DuPont. Without these deals, you're out of line. Don't get stuck.
A hologram captures all the information about light. You can see different things from different angles. Yeah, the 3D effect. Help me, Obi-Wan. DuPont makes film that makes holography possible. Everything you can imagine doing with a hologram is sort of fun. In the future, holography could be used in book illustrations that pop to life. Heads-up displays is a way for motorists to save their eyes from fatigue. That kind of everyday problem is really what we do at DuPont. I've never thought anything was impossible.
The infrastructure of America is in serious trouble right now. The problem is it's old. We're working our way out of the steel and concrete age to what's next. That's composites. Composites are reinforced plastics with fibrous material. It's a very light material, but a very strong material. DuPont's objective in building a composite car will be to triple the fuel economy. Big change. Being able to build things with these new materials is the most exciting process that I've ever been a part of.
You have to look for that idea that excites you. For example, I started thinking, let's make food be fresher. As fresh as it used to be when I was a kid. DuPont allows its people the freedom to go after hunches. We're building a machine that will let producers know if the food is safe, that it is free of bacteria, to track the food as it moves along. Fresh food. There's nothing artificial about a moment of inspiration.
This is Joelle, Jo for short. Just 1 year ago, she lay dying from a narcotic overdose. But Joelle was lucky. She was given a remarkable antidote developed by DuPont that literally saved her life. The rest, however, was up to her. At the Pharmaceuticals division of DuPont, we think of our antidote as a sort of second chance. Joelle got that chance. And oh, what she's done with it.
DuPont, better things for better living.
Beautiful cars are still part of the American dream, but keeping them perfectly beautiful isn't always easy. That's why DuPont developed a computerized system with 25,000 paint formulas to help body shops match your car's original color. So while DuPont paint makes new cars beautiful, DuPont technology makes them beautiful again. And again.
DuPont can be getting there in time, but in Illinois, a special helicopter's helping. It's made with Kevlar, a super strong, super light DuPont product, which helps make it light enough to carry doctors, nurses, even an incubator, just in case time runs out. For aeronautics, DuPont Kevlar's a major advance, but for certain others, it's a major miracle. DuPont, better things for better living.
For hundreds of years, Eskimos and other Arctic dwellers have kept from freezing with heavy clothing of fur. Climates like this do keep a person warm until they become wet from water or from perspiration, which flows heavily when a man exerts himself even at low temperature. During World War II, with Navy ships deep in Arctic seas and with military installations in the far north, an urgent need existed for winter clothing that would be warm under all weather conditions, and light and flexible enough to let a man work freely. To meet this need, two civilian employees of the Navy, Salvatore Gianola and Dominic Maglio, went to work. After extensive testing, they decided to apply to boots and clothing the same principles of insulation used in modern walls. An insulating material that holds dead air in tiny pores and sandwiched between two outer layers. So they consulted the DuPont company on the use of material. And DuPont recommended using 2 layers of durable nylon quill, coated with DuPont's man-made rubber neoprene. For insulation, DuPont recommended nylon fleece for trousers and rayon acetate fleece for jackets. These materials are strong, flexible, and resilient. And the suggestions worked. Here's the Arctic gear finally developed. Gianola and Maglio, designers, tested it themselves. At sea, during bitter storms near the Arctic Circle, and on land in Alaska, temperatures lower than 50 degrees below zero. Thermal wear, nicknamed the deep freeze suit, is now standard with the Navy. And all the armed forces now use the thermal boots. Let me show you a test. A short while ago, a man put on this new gear and then stood under an icy shower for 10 minutes. Now, he's been in this giant refrigerator at 40 degrees below zero for 20 minutes. More than long enough to kill a man wearing normal Arctic clothing that was wet. Let's see how he is. Well, how do you feel? Fine. Warm as toast. That's fine. Thank you. Now let's see some civilian adaptations of this new fabric construction. These hunting clothes are so warm and waterproof that you could fall in an icy stream and not get wet or chilled. A jacket like this will keep you snug and dry. These children's snowsuits are warm, waterproof, and permit them to play outside in any weather. Once again, individual ingenuity and products of DuPont research have teamed up to bring you something new, something better. It is another example of how DuPont helps to bring you an ever-increasing supply of better things for better living through chemistry.
Chemical Progress Week as a time to take stock of past accomplishments and future goals. On this special occasion, here is Mr. Crawford H. Greenwald, President of the DuPont Company of Wilmington, Delaware. Good evening. One of our own DuPont research developments provides a good example of America's recent chemical progress. Here's a coat of nylon. 25 years ago, there was no such thing. But in 1928, a group of DuPont scientists set out on a long-range program of fundamental research. They weren't looking for a fiber like this. or for anything else of immediate commercial value. They were seeking basic knowledge that might lead eventually to new and better products. One line of research did lead to just such a product, a versatile man-made fiber we now call nylon. It was not made overnight, and there were many failures along the way, but at last the problems were solved, and we began building plants to make the fiber. Thousands of new jobs were created at Dupont, and as our customers began manufacturing and distributing products made of nylon, other job opportunities came along, and new businesses were born. These were important benefits, to be sure, but nylon had another, more personal meaning. It gave people something better than they had before, and that is what progress should mean. Something better than you ever had before. It was research that created nylon, and it is research that is responsible for all of the other major products of the chemical industry. Well, what can we expect chemical progress to bring us in years to come? I can't tell you specifically, any more than Hynite Dupont could have said in 1920 that we would have nylon in 1940. But there are many unfilled needs that present a challenge to research ingenuity. Benefits that will greatly enrich our lives. Those dreams will become realities in our nation's laboratories, for they contain the keys to progress. But there is another, even more vital factor. It is faith in the future of America. Faith that so long as people can be encouraged to do their best, there is no limit to what they can accomplish. Because we at DuPont have that kind of faith, we now spend nearly $60 million a year for research, working to uncover knowledge that will contribute to better living tomorrow. As long as American industry is free to plan for the future, to build and to grow, I am very certain that the progress of the future will far surpass the progress of the past.